And I've been really resisting asking for help. And I think the conversation in my head and the narrative that's playing is like, I should know. I'll show up when I get it right. And then I'll share how great it is instead of really humbly, there's humility again, saying, like, I'm actually not figuring it out. I'm actually
Right.
confused. I'm sitting in confusion. And I could really use another human to bounce things off of that can see things from another perspective and loves me
Mhm.
and wants the best for me and can give me some empowerment and a way forward.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a key word too is I give up control. Control, control.
Like we have any.
Yeah, we don't, but
Why?
it's in our minds. We think we do.
Talk about ego.
Right.
Well, you can control it. Yeah.
Right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello. So before we have our life-changing discussion together, Shauna, let's take this opportunity and get grounded.
Let's do this.
Get grounded in why it matters, why we're here. So if you'll close your eyes, feet flat on the floor, hands resting comfortably. We're going to take some deep breaths. So take 4 seconds, inhale, hold it, and exhale for 7. Relax your face, lift the shoulders up and drop them down into your back pockets. Open your heart to the world. Another deep breath in. Hold it. 1, 2, and exhale for 7. And as you breathe gently, rhythmically in and out, keep your heart open. Bring to mind your purpose, why you're here on this earth, why you move about your day doing this and that. Why? And why does it matter to you? Why does it matter to your family? Why does it matter to others that come in contact with you and your energy and your atmosphere and the gift that you are?
Mhm.
Really let that sink in, the gift that you are, and connect with your purpose and who you are at your core. Breathe in, and as you exhale, push your feet through your shoes, through the floor, and get grounded in love and in purpose. Deep breath in. One more sip at the top. Hold it and exhale slowly. Push your energy through the floor, through your feet. Open your eyes. Meet me right here.
Thank you.
Good morning. You're welcome.
It's amazing how that just helps you. It feels better, you know?
Helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
can do
helps.
it anytime during the day
Yeah.
when you need to.
And then I try to sit with my body open so that the heart and the love and like you and me and things can flow.
Mhm.
God in and out. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's
All
good stuff.
right. So what are we going to talk about today? We have a
Woo.
couple topics,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I shared with you on my heart is the intricacies, the difficulties of asking for help because I
Yeah.
feel it. I'm feeling it a lot in my life.
And it's in every aspect of life.
Yep,
I think as women, that's one of the biggest things, at
you
least,
do.
I mean, I'm speaking for myself and being
Yeah,
a woman.
yeah,
That's one of the hardest things to do is ask for help.
yeah.
But, when you think about it and you process it, it's human nature to want to help people. Yeah.
Mm,
Like you want to
that's
help people.
awesome.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
so difficult to say, hey, I need your help.
When I think about the times I've been most fulfilled, it is when I've played a part in somebody else's happiness, somebody
Mhm.
else's like light bulb moment, them realizing like, "Whoa, she's here for me. Like I
Mhm.
have help.
Mhm.
We can
But
make
it
a
has to be
difference for each other."
reciprocated too, and you don't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
you and I were
reciprocity.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had to
about
talk
that.
about that the other day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
or you
And
do.
I'll share that since you brought it up,
Okay.
because I think it's
Share
an important
it.
concept
Oh,
for all
yeah,
of
sure.
us because we can get it a little bit twisted and a little lopsided sometimes. What I was sharing with you is a leadership tool that I was taught,
Mhm.
and it makes so much sense. So many of us are givers, and we just love to give and pour into people and be doing things for others. We really take care of others' needs, often over our own. And years of doing that, of being in that pattern, so we're giving. And if we don't receive, so it's a cycle, it's give and receive, give and receive. So receiving is the last part of that cycle. When we give and give and give and we don't receive, we become takers because we're empty. And how we show up is actually sucking energy
Yeah.
from that relationship that we
Mhm.
think we're just giving and giving. So that's a really great picture for us to keep in mind. Like receive that love. It's the reciprocity of the
Yeah.
giving and receiving.
I don't like that word taker. So,
I know you don't. That's
I
your
hate
fear.
that word, and I don't use the word hate very often. But, yeah, I don't like that
Hmm.
word taker, 'cause I am a giver. I think for me to, I just think of the cup and it being empty or being full, and as it's full, you're giving and you're loving on people, you're serving people,
Hmm.
you're helping people, but as you do that, the level of whatever liquid, water, whatever you have in it, it continues
Yeah.
to go down and go
I think of
down.
energy.
Yeah, and if you don't have something that is filling it back up, then you're gonna get to a point where you don't have any more to give, and that's where it comes in with,
Yeah.
yeah, where it's just draining or negative, and yeah, it kills your joy, it kills your peace, and
What are the reasons you think that we love to give, or that we can get a little uneven in how much we give and how much we receive? What are the underlying conversations and drivers to want to be giving?
hmm, I don't know. I think I love the feeling that I get when I
Mhm.
give, when I help somebody, when I'm serving somebody. And so I think that that's the heart that God's given me is that servant heart. And so I love the feeling. And I
Yeah.
can't say it's like euphoria, but when you give to somebody what you receive back in that giving, for me is
Mm.
it's just tremendous. And so I don't have words to really describe it very well.
When's the first time in your life that you felt that joy of seeing the
Ooh,
impact that you made for another human being?
I don't know the first time. Well, we went on mission trips in
Mhm.
youth group and stuff like that, and that was probably one of the biggest ones. We were in Canton, Oklahoma, and
Aw. I have a lot of
we
family
were
in Oklahoma.
yeah, we were at a church there and put together a youth program um, to reach outreach to the natives that live there.
Yeah.
And just seeing and hearing, I even remember stories of children that just had so much anger and so much hate and resentment and trauma.
Mm.
And just to be able just to be there for them and listen and give them insight and hope
Mm.
was just huge. I don't remember like giving them anything tangible. It was just the act of service and love.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably maybe the first time that I can really truly remember. I think I was probably about a freshman, maybe in high school.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you want to give something tangible? Was that a time where you realized like, "Hey, it doesn't have to be a thing, it can just be me?"
Like, yeah, I no, it wasn't necessary. I don't believe that you have to give something tangible.
Mhm.
Um, I believe just being there, being of service and carrying a hug, You
Yeah.
know, it could be, yeah, but not a tangible object that they could take away. I don't believe that you need to do that every time to give a gift.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
You are the gift.
yeah.
I'm
So,
learning that. Yeah, I went on mission trips to Belize in high school with my youth group. My youth pastor, she was a redheaded woman, and she was so energetic and just so fun,
hmm,
and I loved her. I would follow her anywhere. She took us on amazing trips,
yeah.
but the one to Belize, I remember I was a young girl and it was my first time staying somewhere without air conditioning, and it was in the summer. So we went to teach. Our mission was Vacation Bible School, a
Hmm,
week of facilitating a vacation Bible school for the island kids.
hmm.
And so, but I remember like the hotel that we stayed in, there was no AC, and then we stayed with host families a couple of the other years. And yeah, hot. It was like sandy floor. It was felt dirty. Like I felt like I couldn't get clean and sweaty. And what they served us to eat was weird. It was like
Hmm.
a whole fish with the bones and everything, and like guava juice and just like interesting, weird. I was not comfortable. And I remembered like spending time with those kids. I thought, gosh, this is like, ugh, how many days do we have to be here? I remember having those super selfish, self serving thoughts and not really liking it until we had our first date with them. And I was nervous too, because I was all focused on like, will I do it right?
Hmm.
I don't know how to do that. Like, how do I communicate with these people? They're so different than me. And, when we're young, we're all about ourselves
Yeah.
anyway. And when I built those relationships and at the end of the week, I was like hugging those kids, I was crying. I felt so connected to them. My heart broke for the fact that some of them were selling drugs, and I just wondered like, how does this even happen?
Right.
But it cracked my heart wide open.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that I remember realizing you really can make a difference for people showing up
It's neat
and
when God
connecting.
reveals those moments of humility,
Mhm.
and when
Yeah.
you probably as an adult, it's easier for you to go back and realize,
Oh
like,
yeah.
ah, I had an aha moment.
Yeah, like, this is really sweet just to, like, think
Yeah.
back on this, that I haven't slowed down and really considered
Hmm.
what
Yeah.
a life changer that was.
Because I haven't thought about that mission trip in ages. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can totally picture this one kid still. Yeah. And the impact that it made in his life. So getting back to, why is it so difficult for us to ask for help?
Mhm.
What do you think?
I think embarrassment, what's been coming up for me these last few days is I have a business goal, right? And
Hmm.
you and we have business goals.
Hmm.
And I've got relationship and family goals.
Hmm.
And I've been really resisting asking for help. And I think the conversation in my head and the narrative that's playing is like, I should know. I'll show up when I get it right, and then I'll share how great it is instead of really humbly, there's humility again, saying, like, I'm actually not figuring it out. I'm
Right.
actually confused. I'm sitting in confusion. And I could really use another human to bounce things off of that can see things from another perspective and loves me
Hmm.
and wants the best for me and can give me some empowerment and a way forward.
Yeah.
Help me see what is there and what I'm not accessing. And it makes me think about like the resistance to people to receive hospice care. And I
Hmm.
think that there's many different, aspects and dimensions to and it's relational, you know? Like if I have somebody come in and help my mom while she's going through her end of life phase, what does that mean about me? What does that say about me and my shortcomings? What will they think of my home? And maybe I'm a pack rat,
Hmm.
and I don't want them to come in. I don't want them to see that I don't keep my home clean. Like, so I think embarrassment is like the main theme that's kind of coming up for me.
So ego,
Yeah. Self
admitting
protection.
failure,
Yeah.
self-protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And almost like, well, mom's not doing good. Let me get her room all nice and cleaned up. Oh, let me call in this service that will help clean out all her stuff because she's collected all this stuff. And now that she's not doing great, it's all on me. And if
Right.
I don't present it in the most pretty, cleaned up way, me, me, me,
Hmm.
me, me, me. Meanwhile, mom really could use the
Additional help.
extra hair, the
Yeah.
extra care, the extra help. Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe the extra hair.
Extra hair.
The extra hair. Help and care.
Yeah,
Hair.
the extra care. Yeah. I think, when I think about it, it's like you wanna be there not just 100% for your parents or for your loved one, like, you wanna be there 500%.
Mm,
And with the hustle and bustle of everyday life,
yeah.
sometimes we need help, like, we do. It's a lot to be, a caregiver.
Mm,
Even if you don't, let's just say that you're retired and you aren't working, it's still intense. It's an intense
yeah.
position, and so
Because we don't hold just one relationship, we
mhm,
hold a lot.
yeah. And I think about it like, well, if I called in a caregiver, does it mean that I don't love my mom and dad? You know,
Yeah.
because I'm asking for additional help. They didn't ask for additional help when they had me. You know, like,
Yeah.
why am I asking for additional help? Like, I need to trudge through this. You know,
I'm
I
wondering.
need to do
Yeah.
everything. I need to sacrifice everything just the way that they sacrificed for me.
Mm.
And yeah, I think about that on a personal level, how difficult it would be for me to
When
ask
your
for
mom
help
and dad
when my mom and dad need
need
hospice
hospice.
care. Hmm.
Yeah. So sacrificing for them the way they sacrificed for you.
Right. Yeah.
What's funny about that is we don't know what it was like for them to raise us. We're just making all that up, right? I mean, they
Right.
could have asked for help and we don't even know. And we're like
Yeah.
putting ourselves in this prison of got to bear the weight of all of it.
Yeah.
So there again, it's just these stories,
We've
these
told ourselves.
concepts. Yeah, conceptually, we think it has to be a certain way, and we block the help,
Yeah.
the reciprocity. I imagine too, Shauna, when it's dealing with the end of life, there's pressure. It's like a time is coming to an end, and there's pressure. So if I step away to go take care of myself, and I bring in help, am I giving up time with them? And what will
Hmm.
they think? What will they feel?
Or what if they pass away whenever I'm not here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a place where we really do help with walking through that, like talking through that and planning for that
Hmm.
so that if that does happen, there's not the guilt. There's the like, we
Right.
planned for this. We
Right.
talked about this
Just
emotionally.
education and
Yeah,
educating them regarding like disease process and
yeah. And if the goal is for them to pass peacefully and feel like all their business is handled and settled and they go while you're getting your nails done or getting a facial for a couple hours or out with another family member or friend,
or grocery shopping. Yeah, just
that's
not
that's when they went.
mhm,
Has no reflection on our
on you.
shortcomings or our
Right.
our yeah, our shortcomings.
Yeah.
Ah, this is really soothing to talk about.
Yeah. Another big one, that has come across my plate just the past couple days is, will hospice kill my loved one?
Yeah.
If I put him on hospice, will it kill my loved one? And
Mhm.
so maybe that's part of it too, is asking for that help for a caregiver, because there are still some misconceptions about, I put him on hospice, it means that I'm hastening death. Morphine's an evil thing.
Mm,
And not really understanding that none of us know when we're going to go.
don't.
Yeah.
How long has our patient been on service? The longest standing patient that we've had? How many episodes and
Oh,
what's that time
he's,
period? Years, right? Couple
yeah,
years?
yeah, several years now.
And he's got a
Mhm.
very rare form of
Brain.
brain cancer,
Mhm.
and he needs
Yeah,
a lot of help.
24-hour care.
And a physician does say he's got 6 months to a
Yeah.
year. Like, that's how he qualified
Mhm.
for hospice services.
Mhm.
And
And continues to qualify
we
because we
don't
don't know.
control
Yeah.
the death and dying process. Our goal, and this is written in the Medicare law, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is we do nothing to hasten or slow down the disease progression, right?
Progression. Mhm. Terminality.
Right.
Mhm.
So we keep them comfortable. We
Yep.
take care of the human, keep them clean, keep them dignified.
Allow a peaceful passing.
Yeah. Make way for a peaceful passing
Yeah.
too.
Help them.
Yeah. Allow it and make way for it,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we will ask the questions of what's unfinished, what's unsettled in you, so that
Yeah.
you can have that peaceful passing. So much happens in a life. And let's,
Well, I'm sitting here and I'm like processing the idea about morphine that it will kill my loved one. And I'm like, where did that come from?
so as a
You know?
respiratory therapist, morphine, that type of medication, it suppresses the respiratory drive. So it
Hmm.
suppresses the part of the brain that triggers the drive to breathe. So there is that component. And so you never know what people have heard through their family, through their culture, through their experience, you know?
Well, I think about my daughter. She has had several, episodes with health, and she's been on morphine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that
And
took care
she
of the
was
pain.
young. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Took away her pain. And
Yeah.
yeah, but I think about it like, where is that misconception?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is it's a strong painkiller, yet concepts. We get things, stories in our head for whatever reason. I think about I had a client, a health client, and I was helping her get healthy, and she kept sabotaging herself. And turns out her aunt was somebody in her life that was sickly and
Hmm.
almost had this green color to her, and she was really thin.
Ooh.
So in her mind, thin did not mean healthy. Thin meant ill. So when she would get presented, she'd make some headway in her health, and she consciously wanted to get healthy. But when she'd be presented with some brownies and treats and stuff, she'd find herself being totally okay having them, not sabotaging her health journey in her mind, but like keeping herself from getting thin and sickly like that
She was
aunt.
afraid to. Yeah.
So these concepts, they're stories and they go in at some point, and then we just sort of operate like they're true and we don't even know it. And we're like, that's why we're crazy. That's why we're like weird as people. 'Cause we've all got these different things these different stories that we just live by. And they're like, when we expose them and realize it's actually not
Not
serving,
true. Or it's
serving
not
me.
true.
It's
You know?
not true.
Like, it- and I'm going to go off topic, but I'm just thinking about stories like growing up,
Mhm.
and my mom and dad would tell us, don't stick your arms out the window, while you're driving,
Yeah.
right?
Because a semi will come by
Yeah,
and
somebody will
pop
come
it
by
off.
and cut it off, or you stick your head outside the window and stuff. And so, like, it's making me think of that. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because that trickled down. And yeah, I guess the reality is, yes, that could happen, right? Like
Anything could
it
happen.
could
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it trickled down that I would even tell my children that. And I'm so curious to
Yeah.
see if they will tell their children that, but and I believed it
Exactly.
forever, even, just until recently. We were talking about that not too long ago. And
Yeah.
yeah, things that you're told to protect you as a child, and it continues throughout your adult life, and
Yeah.
you carry it. Or an event that happened or something, and you carry it.
Yeah. You hold it as truth.
Yeah, complete truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many arms out the window, like
Right.
moments in life have you missed?
Right. You know? Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot of making up to do, Shauna. From
Yeah.
now on, window down, arms out. Fearless.
Isn't that funny though?
My husband's from Arkansas, and
Mm.
I just gotta tell you, they say some funny things. So the one that I'm thinking of is, oh my gosh, seriously. If a turtle bites you, it won't let go until it thunders.
Really?
Seriously.
Do they really believe
My
that?
husband, a
Believes
grown
that.
man, a big old strong, burly, smart man,
Won't let a turtle around him?
literally told my son that one day, and I was like, no. No.
Yeah.
It's true. My dad always told me, if a turtle bites you, it will not let go until it thunders.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or my parents would say, don't swallow your gum because it takes 7 years for the gum to dissolve and get
Mhm.
through your system. So if you swallow it, it will get you impacted,
Mhm.
and then you have to go to the doctor and get it removed.
Yeah.
And so we wouldn't swallow our
Whoa.
gum.
Whoa. And
Isn't
sometimes in
that?
life, you do need to swallow your gum. Like, there are times sitting in the
Yeah.
classroom. Yeah.
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 That was hurtful.
So
Just kidding. or swallowing
Anyway.
watermelon seeds or swallowing lemon seeds and they'll
Yeah.
grow in your belly.
Uh-huh.
I imagined a lot of watermelons growing in my belly.
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
Yeah. All right, so back to
Concepts.
topic.
Yeah. Well, this is it.
Asking for
This
help.
is real stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, because I think if we knew what was available when we just simply say like, "Hey, I'm calling on some help. I'm
Mhm.
struggling. Here's where I'd like to be. Here's the care I'd like to give to my loved one is not happening. And I'm swirling and I'm getting more buried. I'm feeling more pressure. My life is falling apart." I mean, you and I have visited with patients and the
Yeah.
adult daughter did have
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
sentiment. She's like, "I'm trying to work
Right.
and I can't. And look at the mess around here.
Mhm.
Like, I love having her here, my mother, and I don't know medically if she's okay. Like, I feel like I'm missing things."
Mhm.
And you just imagine, what if we could have been there sooner? And we trust that the timing of everything is perfect. So there's no
Right.
regret. But that is what we're trying to say is like, don't let it get to the point where you're now buried
Right.
as the loved
And
one.
it's easier it's easy to get buried.
Hmm.
It really is. Just with the hustle and bustle of everything that we have going on in life.
Yeah. Because life
Mhm.
doesn't stop just because somebody's health is declining.
Right.
But that's
Right.
why operations like us, teams like us exist.
Mhm.
And we're standing here with open arms, like, we're ready.
We wanna help.
We've got a lot more
We're
room.
here.
Yeah, we've got some great clinicians and we've got space to take care of more people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So,
But that embarrassment part is what's really coming alive for me. And it's real.
being embarrassed,
It's
asking for
real.
help.
Yeah, making things about us, you know. Like even that son, the adult son of the patient that we admitted not too long ago, just kind of you could tell he was almost preemptively apologizing for his parents bickering and
Yeah.
like sort of like telling the backstory of it just to sort of like
Make it
apologize
look
for it,
okay.
make it make sense. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like even something like that. It's subtle, but I picked up on it because it's what
See,
we
and I
all do.
didn't.
It's
I didn't.
it's what we all do. It's like
Yeah. I didn't pick up that he was being apologetic, or trying to cover up or
trying to make it make sense
yeah.
is kind of what I because I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
it's that hurt could go back a long way. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like we're sensitive. We're sensitive people. To our parents, I think is another big truth that I'm learning. Like I'd like to be independent from my mom, and I happen to live with my parents. So we live 3 generations under one roof. So I've got a special
Situation.
front row seat to my parents aging and just our dynamics and as they watch me raise my children and they are part of my village of help, but I don't want them to be sometimes. I want it to be like, "Go away. I'm making this meal, like get out of my space." Like, but we share space. And
Yeah.
so it's a lot of that.
Can you
Um
imagine, though, your life without them there, though?
No, I couldn't, but
Yeah.
it's blaringly obvious that I can't be fiercely independent because I'm just not. And as humans, we are connected, like it or not. And with my mom, literally, she is the person that I want to please, and I'm that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
I want her to be happy with me. I want me and her to be connected and loving to each other. And when I've got my own selfish like drivers and conversations going on, it prevents that. And so I'm
Mhm.
really in a phase of like breaking free from that junk and really just embracing our
Moment
next
in the
place of
journey.
our relationship where
Mhm.
it can be because I know that there's more connection and love between us.
Yeah. And see, it's crazy that you say that you don't see yourself, like, independent, and maybe that's within the relationship that you have with your family,
Mhm.
but I see you totally independent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I am fiercely independent. And
Mhm.
what I'm saying is I need to ease up on that. I get to see what's possible for me as I receive
Oh,
love,
gotcha.
as I
Okay.
open up to love, and as I open up to just sort of like be more real with people,
Yeah.
not as strong. Strength is good. And sometimes I grab it as a protection,
Mm.
you know,
No,
especially
I
when life gets
understand.
busy. I just want to keep my head down and just sort of,
Sure, the
you know,
wall's up. Yeah.
and do what I'm saying, like, wait till it's better and then reveal, like, look at how good it is," instead of being like, I need help. I'm a mess. I'm not figuring it out all on my own right now. So
Right.
how can you meet me in this and be part of my team that helps to lift me up?"
I think the message is that we're not in this alone. Like, we're not the only ones that feel this way.
Mm.
Yeah. We're not. We're not the only ones that feel this way. Everybody feels this way. Male, female,
Mhm.
son, daughter, it doesn't matter.
Mom,
Mother,
dad,
yeah. Cousin,
yeah,
grandma.
aunt, uncle,
Everybody feels
friend,
this way.
yeah, pastor,
Mhm.
leader, CEO,
Yeah.
manager.
But can you just imagine, the type of life that could be lived if you did ask for help?
Mm. I'm feeling it. Like
Yeah.
I'm in that season of, and I've gotten feedback in my leadership before of stop trying to be liked so you can be loved. And
Mm.
it didn't land until just recently, and I received that feedback several months ago, and I was kinda like, "That lands now." Now I'm feeling that where it's, "Don't wait until I'm cleaned up and polished to share myself," like, share myself and trust that that's where I get to go.
Yeah.
If it's requesting support, that's where I get to go, and there's no shame in it.
Yeah, it's getting rid of that. Yeah. The
See, but when we have, like, this evidence locker and it's got shame and junk in it from choices and past, failed relationships, mistakes that I've made. I mean, that's where often I can go is like straight to that
comes from.
instead of
Mhm.
building this evidence over here of what could be. So, like you said, what's available to me if I receive that help?
Yeah. I just keep on thinking about just jumping in, like a
Mm,
big pool of water. And what's the worst thing that can happen is you take that risk, you just jump
you
and you
get
jump
wet.
and you jump. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what's the worst?
I love that.
Yeah.
It
So,
makes me think of, so the scripture that's been on my heart since a couple days ago
mhm,
is Proverbs 13:12. A hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. So I think, to me, that's, we all have hopes and desires, these dreams planted in our heart.
mhm,
And when we defer them, we put our head down, work hard, without being grounded in why it matters, and that we have so much support of people around us to help us and to play team, we're deferring that hope, and it makes the heart sick. That's a choice.
yeah,
That's how that lands for me. And a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. My longing is connection. My longing is healthy, whole people being in relationship with each other and
mhm,
knowing that we are so connected as humans. That's my longing. And so if I give up the control and I become a tree of life, and gosh, that's better than a sick heart. So that's Proverbs 13:12. That'll be our scripture for today.
yeah. Well, I think that's a key word too. Is I give up control, control, control.
Like we have any.
Yeah, we don't, but
It's a
we
lie.
it's in our minds. We think we do.
Talk about ego.
Right.
Oh, you can control it. Yeah.
Right.
And we're missing everything in the process of just
Mhm.
holding on so tight to what we think we can
It's the right
it can
answer.
be like. Yeah, or we
Mhm.
should look this way. We're just holding on instead of letting what is be, and really trusting that we're good no matter what.
So with control, do you think not letting it go comes with fear? Fear of the
Mhm.
unknown?
Yeah. Fear of embarrassment, fear of not getting it right.
Well, I even think like the positive, like fear of possibility,
Mm.
you know, could not
Ooh.
just be negative. Like
Whoa, you're so right.
it's even taking away the positive stuff. Mhm.
Do you mean like fear of what could be on the other side of what we've
Mhm.
always known?
Mhm.
So if we let go of control, we could have
Have
everything
it.
we ever wanted. And
Absolutely.
that is scary.
Mhm.
I've realized lately too, like that does scare me
Mhm.
to live a different life.
Yeah. And I think that that comes with the word hospice too and hospice care.
Hmm.
is that fear too. The fear of losing control, of losing that loved one, not really understanding the dynamics of it or the journey or being at peace. And that's our goal, is to help with all of that, to dissipate fear, to dissipate, yeah, making sure that our families feel helped, that they can ask for help. I think that's one thing that we do good though, and what
Mm.
we do
Mhm.
is that we're open to asking them, how can we help?
Mhm.
Um, it's not necessarily all the time that they come to us saying that they need the help,
Yeah.
but that's about growing that relationship, and those dynamics really change. Later
Yeah.
on, they'll just pick up the phone and say, "Can you do X, Y, and Z? Can we need this, and this? Can you help us with this, and this?" And
Yeah.
that's neat to know that,
What'd you get called for 2 days ago?
oh, what have I not been called for? Which one are you talking about?
Where you went and sat with
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
our guy?
Yeah. And she was just reaching out for help. And it's not something that we typically do in hospice care. The wife of a patient needed some additional support. Her caregiver couldn't come in
Yeah.
that day. And it was actually a Monday.
She wanted to get to her doctor's
And
appointment.
she needed, yeah. And I just, in conversation, relationship, and the different things that I know that she's been dealing with personally, and caregiver, exhaustion and all of that, I knew she needed to get to the doctor.
Yeah.
And so I did. I called around a team, and of course, team was booked all day.
Yeah.
And I have flexibility. I could take my computer anywhere and
Mhm.
everywhere. And so I said, I'll come over. I'll sit with him. Yeah. And she was able to do what she needed to do. So
So cool,
yeah.
because you know our people well and you are in relationship with them, so you knew that she was needing that doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And you made it work.
Yeah.
You're flexible.
But that was her way of asking for help.
Yeah.
Mhm. Sometimes too, it doesn't always come out the right way when you ask for help.
Mhm. Like what?
Well, sometimes it could be convoluted, it can be passive aggressive,
Mm,
like not
true.
direct.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could seem aggressive, and so that's where we just have to be open, knowing that our folks and their families are going through all these different emotions.
Mhm.
And, you know, there's nothing to, don't take it personally. We're here to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here to serve. And so it's one of the big eye openers for me this week.
Yeah. Like you and I talked about a patient complaint the other day,
Hmm.
and sometimes we wanna be like, "Ugh, oh, no." And so often that conflict is what's a complaint, right? It's feedback,
Right.
and it's information.
It's how we
And
can improve.
yeah, so if we're not,
Hmm.
trying to control and, like, hang on to, everything has to be a positive compliment. No. If we get something like that, it's conflict, and with conflict and then talking through it and using it as an opportunity to learn what there is to learn in it, well, then there's intimacy. Then
Hmm.
there's even more connection in
Right.
relationship. So that's what's really cool is that we get to tell our team and for us too as leaders, like, cool. Thank you for
Hey,
that feedback. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to use that and I'm going to get better from it. And then I'll
Yeah.
let you know how it goes and always be honest. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah. And somebody could have just been having a bad day too,
Totally.
and taken it, I could have been having a bad day and you told me something and I took it the wrong way,
Totally.
but at that
Yeah.
moment, that was my reality
Hmm.
because I was going through so much. And that's okay. We meet people where they're at,
Yeah.
you know?
Communication.
Yeah. And
Our,
we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
mm-mm.
But man, we're going to do the best job that we possibly can do, and provide the best service that we can possibly provide, because it's about patient care.
The vision is
Yeah.
great patient
And
care. Yeah.
loving people,
Yeah.
just loving them.
And that's what's I think that can serve our patients as their family is navigating this new reality.
Hmm.
Okay, our loved one is on hospice. What is our vision in all of this? Okay, for them to die with dignity, to feel comfortable, to have some more fun, to have some more life enriching, memory, like, what do we want this all
Mhm.
to look like? What is the best case scenario? What is the dream? What do we see possible? What is the vision? There could be more trips taken in a 6-month period of time while somebody's on hospice than there was in decades because you're intentional and because the vision is alive. So if the family can come together, however many people, whether it's 1 or 20 or 30 or 40, and come up with a vision, then the things like we're talking about, like you get in little tiffs, you get in little bicker, people
Right.
get stressed out, we get tired. Like that stuff is solvable because
Mhm.
the big vision is alive. Like we know what we're up to and what we're creating for our loved one and for our whole family.
What you just said just made me think about the patient I was with the other day.
Really?
And he was just sharing about all of their different trips all over the world, him and
Mhm.
his wife. And oh my gosh, I'm just sitting here thinking, how could we package that up for her so that she could have such a beautiful memory or beautiful memories of him and not remember the struggles that she's having to go through right now.
Remember the
Um,
hand project?
mhm.
Maybe we could do that for all of our patients.
Yeah.
Go take a nice photo of their hands and then transcribe their story and then type their story up, and present the hand picture of the hand in a nice
Mhm.
frame and with the story with it as this is what these hands did
Yeah.
throughout their life. Like themes
Mhm.
of what they did in their life.
Yeah.
So I think hospice, what keeps coming alive for me as we have more of our podcasts and these conversations is it is life. It's contrary to what
People
we
believe.
think that
Mhm.
hospice is, which is death. It's life.
Well, it's care.
It's intention.
Yeah, like hospice doesn't equal death. Hospice equals care, love, intention. Yeah, it's not a negative thing.
Yeah.
It's really a positive thing. Yeah.
And I think
And that
an opening. It's an
yeah,
opening. It's an opportunity,
yeah.
really.
And that's our goal is to change the trajectory of the word hospice throughout our
Mhm.
community, throughout the state, throughout the continent, throughout the world,
Yeah.
to really change the definition of what hospice means.
Yeah. We're going to have to name this podcast.
Yeah, we are. I'm working on it.
We're both, I don't know. I'm kind of like, oh, it's a big deal.
Yeah. So let's talk about
Yeah.
like what hospice actually does.
Yeah.
So we dissipate the fear.
Yeah.
We want to provide care. Um,
Yeah.
but
So
like,
what's the flow?
yeah, like
Somebody needs hospice. Okay, so somebody on this podcast is like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I need
yeah.
help."
Well, I'll give you an example.
Mhm.
Yesterday, I had a friend that reached out, and he lives in Lubbock. Doesn't live here. Lives in
Mhm.
Lubbock, and his mom. It sounds terminal. She's
Mhm.
sick. She's very sick, and she's been on a downslide for several months now
Mhm.
since his father passed away. And he's asking those questions like, "What do I do? Like, what's next?" She's in the hospital. The doctors are saying this. She needs to go see a specialist. She only weighs 70 pounds now. That's how
Oh
much
my
weight she's
goodness.
lost. Yeah.
Mm.
So just the entire picture that he painted, it didn't sound good. And
Yeah.
so
She's not thriving.
no, she's not thriving. Yeah. And she doesn't
Yeah.
have a will to thrive anymore. And
Yeah.
so, you know, their hands are tied as children. And her her goal and what she wants, her wants are to pass away in her own home. Nobody's
Mhm.
there. Yeah. Her son, well, I think one of his brothers lives there or two,
Okay.
I'm not sure. But they don't live in the home with her. And he, of course, lives out of town. So
Right.
yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
And somebody could, there's always options.
Hmm.
And so that's the
But
discussion.
I think part of that discussion is just opening that discussion anyway. And that's what I
Mhm.
was like, what can I do to help you?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
opening and an opportunity.
Yeah.
And it starts with a conversation.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
I can interview hospice companies for you. if that's something you would like for me to do, and,
Yeah.
tell you about their different services that they're providing in her community,
You could even
you
empower
know?
them with a list of questions so that they can
Mhm.
profile the different
Yeah.
hospice companies.
Yeah.
Do that learning and really get a feel for that
Mhm.
firsthand.
Yeah. But, like, getting back, so what does that look like? The doctor, you could be in a clinic setting, be in a hospital setting, and the doctor says there's nothing more that we can do from a curative medical side of things. And
Yeah.
so, um, yeah, you get this huge pit that goes all the way down to your tummy when you hear it, and no hope sets in, and that's where we can help. We can help and step in. And so,
Yeah.
r- reach out. We
Yeah.
can walk you through the process. We'd love to just sit down and talk to you about what hospice does provide, and regarding continuity of care and overall care, and how many nursing visits, and
Yeah.
certified nursing assistant aid visits, and
So,
all of that stuff, the
yeah.
durable medical equipment that you don't have to go out and buy a new medical bed for your loved one. Like,
Yeah.
we'll provide all of
And
that.
somebody will come in and set
Yeah.
it up and then take it out when it's
Yeah.
time to take it out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oxygen equipment,
All of that stuff. And so
mobility stuff.
we want to help people walk through that and answer any questions.
Yeah.
Medication, you won't have to take them anywhere out of their home any longer.
Mhm.
All of the services would be provided there in home, or at the facility, wherever they're located.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
at home, comfortable, and then the psychosocial, the what's going on in their head and in their heart, and
Right.
welcoming them to be honest about that
Mhm.
because they are
Processing of it.
keenly aware of their mortality
Mhm.
and we want to know.
Yeah.
Like maybe nobody's ever wanted to know about that from them
Right.
or like they're like me, fiercely independent and kind of unwilling to look at what's really going on emotionally from a place of like being busy, denial, wanting to seem like I have it all together.
Mhm.
Whatever's going on with the human,
Well, and I think
we're
about my
meeting
friend's
them.
mom. That's how she is right now. She's terminally ill,
Mhm.
and she still can't ask for help.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Mhm.
And you never know when God is going to get to somebody, when he's going to open them up, when it's their time to go from stubborn to
Epiphany.
I am open now.
Yeah.
I do need some some more
Yeah.
input in on my life, on my care at this point
Mhm.
because it's yeah, the hospice care team, we'll just try to stick with that. So the hospice care team is a team, a group of people, professionals.
Mhm.
So they're licensed, they're professional, but actually the volunteers can be people without the licensure and without without the license.
Mhm.
But they do still have training for how to go and be with our hospice patients.
Mhm.
So the team, yeah, the team is all the caregivers, all the care providers, all the medical professionals. And so, with the whole team touching that patient, having those conversations, educating, and then we extend it to the family. We look right at the main caregiver and are like, I love how you ask it, Shauna. You're like, great. What do you need? What is it that you need? And I love that moment. At the times that I've been a part of the conversations, I love that moment because I just am like waiting on the edge of my seat with like, what do they need? They don't even know how to answer it.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Is that your experience?
Yeah.
They
I'm sitting here, I wouldn't know how to answer that right now for myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like, well, what's possible? What do I get to ask for?
Right.
What do you guys do? Like, give me
Mhm.
ideas.
If you had a magic wand today, what would it look like?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Not that
Tell
we
me.
can provide all of that, but man, we'll do our
Most of the
darndest to figure it out.
most of the time we can
You
though,
know?
because it's basic stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I want her to feel I want her or him like they want the patient to be good, to feel comfortable. They want to make sure they're not missing anything because if there's a cough, they don't know. I'm a respiratory therapist and if my mom was coughing, I'd be like, "Oh, somebody help me. Somebody come listen
Oh,
to her lungs."
yeah.
Like, I don't know what's happening. Is it pneumonia? Is it
Mhm.
allergy? Is it postnasal drip? Like
Right.
because there's just a
Anxiety.
mhm,
Anxiety sets in. Yeah. The unknown.
fear.
Yeah. Complete fear.
Boils down to fear.
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown, fear of getting it wrong. Yeah. fear of not living up to what we think we should be for that person. And I'm telling you, like, the way that our society is with this fierce independence and this not asking for help, it's years and decades of that built up to then when it is in our face, like they are leaving this world soon, like they are not thriving. We're not taking them to rehab. They're not getting stronger. They're not going to buy me Christmas presents and cook me Christmas dinner like they have my whole life. If it's our parent, for example, like shame.
Mhm.
And that question of what do you need? Well,
Like I didn't
I
do
just,
enough.
yeah, I
Yeah.
need to not feel like I'm the worst ever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's work on that.
Mhm.
That can be taken care of with open, honest communication
Yeah,
because the
absolutely.
human heart is similar, what we
Mhm.
want and what we need. And I think of God and his grace and his forgiveness. There's really nothing too big that can't be forgiven if there's an open, fertile heart.
Yeah.
And that's the light, that's the opportunity and the hope that we bring, and the
Mhm.
compassion and the care
Yeah.
and the love.
All of that.
Yeah. The honesty. Got to be honest. And when you think about it, trust is the foundation of any relationship. And it's true for what we do with our
Mhm.
patients too. We're building a relationship, we're
Yeah.
building trust. And that's honesty
And it
and
doesn't trust
communication.
doesn't happen overnight.
Mm-mm, it doesn't.
It takes time.
And connection can happen really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. It can connection can happen quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that trust in that relationship. Yeah. And as we build that trust and relationship between our team and the patient, that's an opening as well for the family to start to come together and become more connected and cohesive, even if that wasn't the case before
Right, right. The
the
case of
patient came on hospice.
they were completely unsure, they were afraid, guarded,
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Don't
once
mess with
they
me mentality. There's a lot of that.
a what?
There's a lot of don't mess with me mentality
Mhm.
in families with those dynamics of just brokenness in the family.
Mhm.
There's a lot of, you
Or
can
sibling
feel
against
it
sibling.
in the room. Siblings is a tough one. Yeah. You can
Yeah.
just feel the whole like,
Yeah.
don't
Uh,
mess with me. Don't mess with my independent. Don't mess with, yeah. Like,
but once
don't tell
somebody
me what to
true
do.
yeah, but once somebody truly understands what hospice does, and once we do come in, like, comfort sets in,
Yeah.
ease,
So you and I, like, we don't know
start
what we're walking into.
no.
That's always
No, we don't know what we're walking into, but
interesting.
still, um, I still think there's commonality in what we do walk into.
Mhm.
And the biggest one is fear and that I'm giving up hope
Yeah.
for my loved one and that I need to do this. I need to be strong
Yeah.
and I got to do it all. I'm a superwoman or superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, afraid to ask for help. So that's the goal from this podcast is ask for help.
Ask for help because there's so many opportunities that you're missing if you don't ask for help and
Right.
receive,
Right.
give and receive
Yeah.
reciprocity.
And the benefits there, you're 65 and above, use your benefit.
You
Like use
paid
your
into it. You
Medicare. Yes.
contributed to all of
Use your Medicare benefit. Because who knows if it'll be there for you and I,
it. My granny was on
you
hospice for
know?
4 days. She could have had 6 months
Yeah.
of
Use your
all
benefit.
of that relationship and care and conversation and opportunity and more
Mhm.
comfort, more healing. Could have been there's just so much more juice
Yeah.
that was there, and I know that. And we all just sort of, we're in
Yeah.
denial.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, with how close she was really to being gone. We were in denial.
Yeah.
And I worked in hospice at that time.
Which it's easy to be in denial.
Yeah, and we play off each other's denial too. Like
Mhm.
my mom, didn't really want to talk. So I didn't really, and I worked for the company. And I think there was a part of me that didn't want to be like, oh, I don't want to just get another patient. I don't want them to think I'm trying to get another patient on my company's service.
Mhm.
There's just some things
Yeah.
that are there.
Yeah.
And they're part of life. They're there. And hopefully through this conversation, they don't have to be there.
Mhm.
But with the awareness, they can be overcome.
Yeah.
We can just have courage. Have courage in these conversations. Have courage in these relationships.
So courage to ask for help.
Yeah. Yeah.
That needs to be it.
And the root word of courage is heart, I believe.
Is it?
I believe. I've heard that.
Well, we're going to make it the
So
root
have the
word.
courage to ask for help
Uh-huh.
and and receive
Mm-hmm.
and receive the help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that's another good one too. Cause Shauna,
Mm.
I can think of a patient that has all the help and they won't receive the help, but they're asking for these other things. It's like
Right.
you're not receiving what's here for you as part of this benefit and part of this service. And then you're asking for it's almost like the stubbornness is so hardcore.
It
And
goes
it's
back to
so
control, though.
control. Yeah. That
Mhm.
control is
Goes back to control.
is
And so,
preventing the reciprocity,
yeah.
the
So, yeah, we
receiving of
need
the
to
help.
figure out how we can share that with our families and our patients too. And even, here's an opportunity for future patients and families, but like
Mhm.
even our current, you know, to
National Reciprocity Day or National Courage to
something.
Ask for Help Day.
Yeah.
We could come up with that.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
Kind of cool.
We get creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bring awareness.
Mhm.
Um, so business growth tip. What
Uh,
business growth tip can we give our audience?
well, we're talking about asking for help, and there are possibilities and endless possibilities.
Yeah.
And I think that the business growth, the business tip could be that you have to ask for help. Let's keep it. Yeah, like you're not going to grow in business. You can't do it by yourself.
It's a trap though that we sometimes think we can, right?
Yeah, or you get stuck because you're thinking, I have to do this by myself, or I'm the only one, or leadership is lonely at the top.
Heard that one.
Um, all of these misconceptions or things that we've told ourselves, or there's tons of control going on, or our ego, or pride, or all of this stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, you have to ask for help. And I think working in a nonprofit before opened my eyes that I know we couldn't do it without all of the other partners that provided services. And
Yeah.
I think about what we do on a daily basis too in hospice care. We couldn't do it if we didn't ask for help.
So much It's so much more fun. It's so much more gratifying to call a partner and be like, "Hey, I've got this situation. What do you think?"
Yeah.
"Oh, well, this and this and this.
Yeah.
Here's our options."
Hmm.
"Great. That sounds really good. Okay, let's do this." "Okay, great. Get
Yeah.
back to me." And
So,
that's like collaborative. That's energetically like more open.
hmm,
Yeah, I love
yeah.
that.
So ask for help.
And as entrepreneurs and business owners and leaders, our organization will never outgrow us.
Say that again.
So as entrepreneurs and leaders, our organization, the people that we
Hmm.
lead will not outgrow us.
Hmm.
So we're the cap, we're the ceiling. And as we grow and we continue to open ourselves up to more help, more support, like just new ideas,
Yeah.
collaboration, well
Yeah.
then the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
And the teams that we're leading are
Are
growing,
growing.
along with us.
Hmm.
And people want to be a part of something where they're
It's not stagnant, that there
yeah,
is
where they're
growth.
really meeting their full potential
Hmm.
and fully expressing all of them.
Yeah.
And then from a place of staying strong in our body so that we can continue to be our best and show up for our family, our loved ones, as leaders, as entrepreneurs. Let's talk about a nutrition tip
Okay.
because everybody's into some nutrition tips and protein is a hot topic. So here's a top tip for protein.
Okay.
You want to eat at least 20 grams of protein, like 20 to 30 grams of protein is great per meal or snack. And if you have 20 grams of protein, so like there's lots of bars and shakes and, lean meats and things that offer at least 20 grams, it will stimulate your muscles to produce new muscle. It's called muscle protein synthesis. So if you're eating less than 20 grams of protein, it may not make you full and it won't stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So you want muscle protein synthesis every 3 hours is the best. So I eat a snack or a meal every 2 to 3 hours. That's also keeps your metabolism having some fuel to burn. And when we're up to big things in life, we want to stay fueled. We want our energy to be on point. We want our brain to have something to fuel off of. So protein is not the only macronutrient. And that's the tip is when you're selecting something like 6 ounces of chicken breast has 55 grams of protein. So that's amazing. And every meal that we consume won't be a cut of meat. So when you're picking a bar or a shake or something, 20 grams of protein or more every 2 to 3 hours.
So can you give me like a formula for it? Can you, I've heard it before that
Yeah.
this is your weight, so you
Yeah.
need to
A
eat this
gram of
much.
protein per pound of body weight. Like simple.
So I weigh 150 pounds.
So you want
I want
150 to 170 ounces of protein. You can even go 180, especially if you're wanting to build some muscle.
Okay.
And where you place it throughout the day, like I said, every 2 to 3 hours, because you'll get the muscle protein synthesis going. Your body will be laying down new muscle. You got to do some resistance training and things as well
Yeah.
to activate it, right? But nutritionally, that's how you're going to fuel muscle protein synthesis.
And what does
every
that do for your
2 to
mind
3
too?
hours.
Does it help your mind?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
all the macronutrients are going to fuel your brain, the structures in your body, but everything like all the matter, all the part, like our physical body is built from amino acids, which build protein. So amino acids are the structural building blocks of all the proteins. So all the structures. So yeah, brain matter, every organ, skin, everything that you can feel and that is you physically is built from proteins. So that's why it's so important.
Yeah.
And then we'll go over the other macronutrients. So it's protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats are the macronutrients. And then all the 24 essential vitamins and minerals are the micronutrients. So all of it is important when it comes to your daily intake to get all your nutritional needs met. But protein, like if you have 20 plus grams of protein every 3 hours throughout the day, for most of us, that's 6 snacks/meals, you will find that you will be full and satisfied. So you're not hangry and grabbing junk.
Yeah, not
which
craving
is
sugar.
Which is toxic.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anybody any favors. We all have it every now and then because, whatever we do.
We're humans.
And it doesn't kill us in moderation. But if your habit is to fuel your body and your muscles, because muscle is everything, right? It's future proofing our body. And as we are taking care of elderly people, it's like, ooh, what might our elderly population be like if they've got a good amount of lean muscle mass and they're lean without too much visceral fat and subcutaneous fat? There'd be a lot less disease and a lot less hospital and everything else care in this country. So that's a part of my vision. But I want our audience to feel great and feel energetic
and whole
and strong and healthy and whole. Yeah.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you. Look forward to
amazing conversation today.
Yeah.
Me too. See you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Love you.